The message here is clear. Get out or stay and risk your life.
The National Weather Service is predicting deadly winds and storm surges.
Last fall, when Hurricane Michael hit Florida and Georgia, it completely devastated the area. The trees were basically blown down. It is a complete mess down here, and we're trying to do our part to help these folks down here get back up on their feet and get back to their daily lives.
When these storms come through, whether it's a hurricane or a tornado, it's major damage to that area. A lot of trees are down, a lot of utility structure damage. Step into the homeowners or the local businesses' shoes and imagine what it would be for 100-mile-an-hour plus wind to park on your front door for hours and maybe a day, and the amount of damage in your trees in your yard. It's major damage to the communities that are involved.
So after the hurricane comes through, you have trees laying down everywhere, and we have trucks that go around and pick up the green tree waste, and it comes to a site like this where they dispose of the raw material, the trees, and then we come in with a grinder, basically chews up the tree and makes little pieces out of it and reduce the size of the trees, and then that debris is then hauled off to several different locations. Sometimes it's used as wood fuel for power plants, sometimes it's used as landfill cap, and sometimes it's used in farmers' fields for organic matter. The farmers will plow it in. So there's several things that we try to do to reuse the material.
The mix of machines that Ceres Environmental has down here aids well to be able to self-perform the whole job site. You've got long whole trees that are here, and that's where your horizontals shine. And then in the typical hurricane here in the south, you have a lot of blowover. So there's a lot of root balls that come in as well. And that's where the tub grinder comes into play, and it shows how well it can perform in those larger, bigger diameter machines. If it weren't for the grinders, what are you gonna do with this material? It's not suited in its present condition for firewood. You definitely don't want to take it to a landfill if we're being environmentally conscious. You bring it in through the grinders, they process it. So trying to make a valued asset out of a storm situation is the key to success there.
We are standing on a 120-acre site right now, and it is completely full. By the time we get done reducing that, you could probably put the tree waste into an area of about 5 acres. This is probably one of the biggest projects we've done. It is by far the most green tree waste that we've done. We were involved in Hurricane Katrina cleanup, and this one is larger. Without the support of Vermeer RDO, we would have a very difficult time performing this.
So with Hurricane Michael, hitting the panhandle of Florida and moving its way north and east, between Vermeer Corporation and Vermeer Southeast, there's more than just a wood waste recovery effort. If you think about your utility lines that go down, your fiber optics, all of your utilities that run to your homes and your businesses, Vermeer Corporation manufactures a variety of machines from stump cutters, brush chippers, your trenchers and plows and directional drills that are used to put utilities underground.
The community will probably be replanting trees, rebuild houses. They will try to better themselves. The hard work and dedication that all my men put into this job, because ultimately without them, we can't perform. We have people leaving home for months at a time, leaving their families, and coming down here to help us perform this job for these folks in Florida and Georgia. They matter a lot to our company, and I have to commend them for that, taking time away from their families to help other families. And I very much appreciate how hard they work, and they matter a lot to our company.